Hello everybody, TJ Farmer here. Welcome to this mod review of this Art Mechanic PTO by Vanquish081. This is a power unit which you can use for stationary equipment. And first of all, when I saw this, I thought that this I want to use, or at least try to use, in my pellet factory. The Mechanic PTO power unit you will find under Tools and Miscellaneous, and here it is. So there are some configurations that you can do. You can change the color, the rim color, and the design color, which is the bottom one. Oh, that didn't look good, but anyway, color change, of course. And then if you look at the fuel tank, the capacity now is 240 liters, and the extension you can have another 100 liters with fuel. So that's pretty good. I don't think it's extra cost. No. So adding those 100 liter doesn't increase the cost. So that's a given then. Yeah, and you see here that it actually produces 375 horsepower, whilst in the mod hub, when I went in there, it said that the power from this unit was 405 horsepower. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused, but anyway, it's a powerful thing. So, and also if you look at the speed of this thing, let's go here. Yeah, 375 horsepower and 0 kilometers per hour, but it actually runs. So if you enter it just like a normal vehicle, and you can see on, I need my help window on now, sorry about that, newbie. I'm on console, by the way, so if I press R1 and square, you can see on the unit itself, it's actually pretty cool animations. You see it's running here. Wait. And you got your fuel, A-Day blue, I don't know what it is, RPM and temperature, and some exhaust here. Here's the PTO connection, and also I have a trailer connector. So, and when you're in the vehicle, you actually have two. Let's take that down a notch. You actually have two camera. You have this one and this one. You cannot change the camera angle, it's fixed, so that's just how it is. But anyway, so let's try this at the pellet factory. Because I actually like when I'm not doing just only harvesting, I like being inside here, driving the telehandler and the skid steer, you know, doing some manual work with machines. So let's try and back this up to the... Whoa. Oh, that's some bad driving. And then we connected. And I think we disconnect the tractor. Let's see. There we go. And get this out of the way. So the reason why I want to use it here is that I can use the storage area here for hay bales. Now I have some loose hay pellets, but then, as you probably know, or you don't know, you actually need to bring the crown pelleter out on the field. So if you want to have it inside here, you can either make straw bales or hay bales. As I have it now, I have the hay bales out here. So with this one, I might have the hay bales in here, and I can drive the telehandler a little bit around here, because this one I can just park maybe 90 degrees here, so it's out of the way a little bit. Yeah, as I said, this one gives 375 horsepower, and this machine here, if we go into the, let's see, here we go, the Krone Primus 5000, it requires 350 horsepower, so it should be working. And the bale shredder, that doesn't require anything. It's the Primus 5000, I assume, that runs this one. So let's jump in and turn on pellet harvester. I don't need to start it. Let's try. You have to start the engine first. Let's fire this up. It's running. I prepared a couple of square bales here, and if we enter again, we now have actually two tools behind it, you can see. So let's try to find the correct one. There we go. Turn on pellet harvester. Bam. And there we go. So now you're not actually that depending on having a tractor here. This one, as I said, you might just twist a little bit so it's a little bit out of the way. So yeah, there you go. Pretty neat. And did I mention the price? It's not that expensive actually. Yeah, it's 3,750. So yeah, it's a cheap tractor if you wanted to use it for this purpose. So let's stop it here and detach it. And I just wanted to show to test it on some other equipment. And maybe I didn't show that it actually can run by itself. So it's not a fast one, but if we start it up, we can actually run it back and forward like this. You see the speed is between 0 and 1, and then the other way. But you can even it's only this view and this view, so I don't think it's supposed to, you know, I wouldn't use it as running back and forward between tools. That's don't think that's the meaning of it. So let's try to hook it on to other equipment. First one, I'll try the IT runner. And what I found out here is that, whoa, let's see, detach the tractor. So now we can enter it and we can actually drive the hydraulics without starting the power unit itself. So if I press L1 now and extend arm, and I can even go out of it and it still is going out. So now I can attach the container pallet, bam, and I can actually load the pallet container without even starting the power supply. Maybe we can run it, drive it a little bit back and forth. No, it's too heavy. You can see it's struggling. The RPM is going up and down there. Yeah, so that's not working. So now we know we can at least run the hydraulics on the IT runner hook trailer, and then we move on to next one. Which is actually a tool that I haven't used that much, but I have now bought a big cow farm, and I might go into making my own TMR instead of, you know, just getting out of one of the multi-buying silos. So let's detach it. And I was thinking maybe you can have a setup of this just on the corner of the food tray and not being dependent on hooking on a tractor when you're gonna unload, because I think these mixer wagons, they will start to mix as soon as you get hay and silage, bales and straw in them. So what can we do here? We can turn on mixer wagon, actually without again to start the power unit. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, we have to we have to start the engine, obviously, and then we can turn on the mixer wagon. So now you can have it running like this while you are having a telehandler or a front loader putting in the products, just putting it at the edge of the cow food area. And you can of course choose, if you go R1 and pad down, you can choose which side you want to tip from. So that's the TMR wagon. And then I had one more tool to try it on. When I saw this, you know, I want to try new things in Farming Simulator, not just doing harvesting and contracts and so on. So I'm looking into, like I said, going into cows and TMR, but also into forestry, logging. So I've tried this machine before with a tractor. It's a fiddling job with the crane, of course, but I think it only needs some practice for myself. Attach this one. But here the Art Mechanic PTO slightly disappointed me, and you'll see why. If I enter this one now, I can also here utilize all the hydraulics without starting the power units. So if I go L1 and cross unfold wood crusher, it will unfold. And I can also take the pipe out. Everything is ready. And I can also run the crane. Let's see, let's get the feet down. How did I do that? Anyway, the reason why I was a little bit, there we go, why I was a little bit disappointed is that, as you know, while you're doing this, you need to have a pretty good overview to find the logs and put them in the shredder. Yeah, we can also, and with the cameras that you have on the power units, you cannot get an overview. You only have this camera angle and this one. But you can unfold it, you can steer the crane around, and to actually turn on the wood crusher you have to start the power unit like so, and then you can turn on the wood crusher. Like so. So you can of course use it and bring in short logs by hand and put them in, but for using it as this is intended to use the crane. Oh, can I enter the vehicle here? No. So that's it for the wood crusher. So let's detach this one and drive it a little bit forward. This is not like a Lamborghini, but anyway. So that's my first view on this new mod, the Art Mechanic PTO. For my use, I will most probably use it in the pallet factory. There might be some other tools which of course I don't have in my garage that this can be used for. So yeah, that's it. So leave a comment, or if you have anything tip for usage of this one. I think you can also hook it onto a baler, but that's no use. It's gonna take some while baling with this one, going in 1 kilometers an hour. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.